Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kevin. You're watching Working to Relax. And today, I'm going to give you an unedited video here. I've got the 92 home, and it's hooked to the truck right now, and we're going to do a little upgrade here because I'm getting fat and lazy. So we're going to put a power tongue jack and place the old school manual one. I sure hope you can hear me over that yo-yo mowing grass at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It makes too much sense to do it at 9 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock in the morning. But here's our new jack. It's a Harbor Freight Special. It's about $130. So the only tip thing I will tell you I did do is I did break the nuts loose here for the bolts, and over the years the size hasn't changed. It's still a 9/16. So probably should use a little PB blaster. So if you got an older unit, you may want to do that. Not a difficult install or change out, but you know, every unit's a little different. The bolts are always the same, always a 9/16. Like I said, I've not seen one that didn't have a 9/16. I was a little unsure of this trailer for as old as it is, but turned out to be just exactly what she took. Make sure you read your instructions for your jack if you've never done this before on how they suggest wiring it up. A lot of people wire it directly to the battery, which is kind of what I'm going to wind up doing here for right now, only because I don't have a battery. The only battery I have is for the J-Flight, and I'm not going to sacrifice the battery for the Flight for this. Now, if for some reason I get my batteries for the solar, then I'll probably take that battery that's on the camper now and throw it over here on this thing. But not having a battery doesn't really hurt your... See that? What did that take? Not even 2 minutes, folks. Something you may want to look into, and I don't think I'm going to bother with it. Probably going to shoot myself later, but the frame here a little rusty. I guess I could run and get a Scotch-Brite pad possibly. Scuff that up a little bit, and I probably should, just for shits and grins. But this one here happens to have a pull-out foot. I will admit I am not reading the directions, only because when you work for a dealer and you're in the RV industry, you tend to do a lot of power tongue jacks, whether you're replacing or upgrading. So give me 2 seconds. Let me get us a Scotch-Brite pad. Alrighty. The only reason you want to be concerned with this is a good ground. There is no grounding wire on these power jacks. I've not seen one yet that did. Some of these new ones that are coming out with this auto leveling system on travel trailers, that might. This particular unit and jack obviously does not. Wasn't a whole lot of rust on there. That was just crap built up. So, oh dear. And a hole. Oh, nope. Not going to fit. Somebody put that on there. That wasn't a very good spot for that, was it? You ever get that sickening feeling that you're spinning a nut somewhere? Just so happens to be that's exactly what we're doing. Now you guys get to see the pretty and not so pretty side of working on your RV. Come on, almost there. Yeah, I wonder how many of you guys thought of that. How long before he puts that down just so you can get that done? Come on, be honest. So, put this guy aside for now. Do I think that's a good idea to have that bolt there? No. However, I see no other signs of it ever being mounted some other way, so that must have been the standard for 92. Bada bing, bada boom. I believe they call these star washers, at least that's what I was brought up to be called them, as star washers. Now, they're probably going to tell you to put these underneath the bolt head, but I'm going to tell you not to do that. I'm going to tell you to put them down under here. Because what that will do is actually give you a good ground between the jack and the trailer, because they'll bite into both the coupler and the plate and give you the ground you need. Huh. I guess for the $130 that this jack was, I guess, oh yeah, it does. I was going to say, I didn't think they gave me a bolt hardware kit or anything, so, but apparently they did. I would much rather use new hardware than old hardware. In fact, they even gave you lock nuts. I don't think I'm going to use, only because it's not going to come off. I mean, come on. One thing I will say that I'm probably going to cuss at here is probably getting that bolt back in for the chains. I don't see that being a very easy task now that I see this. There has to be a better way. Again, do I think this is ever going to hold this if it comes apart? No. Will I get this changed? Probably should, knowing this. So I think what we're going to do is get a little bit different kind of creative here with this. Put our jack back on here. Don't want to be one jack off now. Ba-dum-bum. You thought you were watching some moron put on a jack. You didn't know you were getting a comedy act, did you? Well, shite. As luck would have it, that bolt is too short, and the old bolt is too, well, it's got a shoulder, so it'll never work. But I think what I'm going to do, I'll have to get a longer bolt, is I'm going to get a longer bolt for here, and I'll bolt this right there. And that'll take care of my safety chains. Luckily, I don't leave the park, the mobile home community, with this right now. Only because we're not mobily ready yet. Where'd my other bolt go? What'd you guys do with it? You're supposed to be watching where that stuff went, man. That's what we pay you guys for. See that, see that, see that. Here's number 3. This is what happens when things aren't pretty. See? Oh, there it is. Aha! Where are we at? We're at 9 minutes for this video. If you'll excuse me a minute, I'm going to cheat a little bit. Yes, I said cheat. Now if you notice, I did not like crank down on those. I'm going to do that here with the ratchet. It's nice and tight. Put the chain out of the way so I don't bust my knuckles. If you're thinking an extension would help, actually it doesn't, because it makes it more unstable, if you will, and you tend to wobble and fall off of the bolt even more. Okay, so that is all of that. Now we've got our wire, and yes, this does come with a fuse. Where's the book? Comes with a fuse, but when the final wiring comes up, I'm not going to use this. The jack itself, I'll show you right here. The jack itself actually has a circuit breaker. So theoretically, if this gets overworked and too hot, it'll pop the breaker and reset itself on its own. So you won't have to. That's probably my suggestion. I've dealt with a similar model of this jack for the dealership. I don't know if this is the same model that I've dealt with. Ooh, we're plugged in still. We got live wires. One more tool and a wire nut. I'll be back. Like I said, unedited. Imagine me going through my daily routine like this. The original, whoops, that had to be redone anyways. Only one wire worked. The original wiring here would have had a little, oh, what do you call it? In fact, I don't even know the name of it. It's like a loop that goes around the terminal for your nut and bolt. Yeah, I know it sounds bad being a tech. I should know this, but I don't. As you can see by the light here, which I guess I don't know how to turn that on or off. Oh, there it is. Aha! On the back. Duh. We have power. Hallelujah! So we'll put our foot back on. You can see we have 4 different heights for the hole. Currently, I just got the what you call it? Where'd my block of wood go? Right behind me, dummy. So, currently we just have the big hunk of wood I had under here before. Let's give her a test out and see how this works. Just so you know, this is a 3,500 pound tongue jack as well. Oh, I see separation. Well, folks, I'd call that some success. This is about a 15-minute video, so you folks have yourself a safe, happy Sunday evening, and if you found this helpful or informative, by all means, like, subscribe, and keep following me along on these, I don't know what you want to call them. I don't really know if I'd call them remodeling tips or what you want to call them. But anyways, I'm new at this stuff, so bear with me. You know, we got the remodel coming up here in 92. We're still fooling with that. Camping season is literally knocking at my door, so I'm getting fired up to get the J-Flight over here and get it cleaned up, emptied out, and ready to go. By emptied out, I mean I store stuff in it for the winter that we don't need. So, we'll probably get some of our vacation trips and stuff, weekend camping trips and stuff on there. So, stay tuned. Thanks for watching Working to Relax.